I've had a love for the Soulsborne games ever since Dark Souls came out in 2011. And one of my favorites is, of course, I remember my first time stepping into the shining light of Limgrave and being introduced to every single incredible boss this game has to offer. But you know who hasn't experienced that feeling? And literally never played, watched, or knows anything about Elden Ring? My depraved friend, Kate.
Hey there.
Hi, hello there. Greetings, good day. Have you heard of
She's my right-hand arm man, a fellow Beast Games hate watcher, and the perfect person, not you, to blindly rank every boss in Elden Ring's base game and DLC. Or at least the ones that matter. Kate has an undiagnosed addiction to romantic smut novels, so let's go to the safety of my basement-dwelling office and interrupt her with a call. How's it going, Kate? Welcome.
Will you shut up, man?
Let's get into the first boss. So his title is Godrick the Grafted.
Yeah, I can tell that there's some grafting going on, like a freaking tree. He's got stems coming off his body everywhere in the form of arms. And why are they all dead?
Yeah, you like that?
He looks happy. He may be a hideous monstrosity, but he's still smiling and carrying on.
What's his aura?
Fat, gross, undead old man.
It is kind of hard because like you can't see like any movements, you can't hear his voice, you can't see the
what
mannerisms.
What kind of voices does he do? Will you do an impression? What kind of sounds does he make during battle?
I can tell you the one that he does where he chops off his own arm and during the battle he chops it off and screams like, ah!
Put him in A. Let's start off generous.
Put him in A? Okay. Okay, let's look at Rennala. Let's see what she's working with.
Oh, cockhead, weird woman. Looks like she's a sex pervert.
Okay, you said it, not me.
She wants to like sell me a Bible. Super phallic hat. Weird mime face. Pale. The vibes are. I'm gonna put her on like E. She's giving me smooth, like nothing vibes. She's like kind of icky.
Okay, so you're thinking E? That's the aura.
She gets E for aura.
All right, the next one is gonna be Radahn.
So first of all, impressions are very strong. He looks insane. He doesn't look as interesting as Godrick, I must say. I'm already gonna start comparing. My question, where are his multiple arms? When's he gonna chop off his arms and put them in animals' mouths?
He is technically a human, or demigod.
He's losing points by the moment. He's got a massive hair.
Kevin James with tits out.
Mid. I'm not impressed. He doesn't seem like a Professor. So, but I'm gonna put him in C tier. I expect a guy who's undead and fat and smiling and eyeless and has a lot of arms coming off of him.
The next one is gonna be Regal Ancestor. It's like a deer-looking dude.
I like undead stuff. I like, obviously, Godrick so high, my beloved. What's the opinion of Godrick? Do people like him?
Like, my opinion is like, he's cool. You know, he does chop off his own arm. That's pretty sick. He is a pretty cool boss.
I like that. That's so relatable.
Wish I could do that right now.
All right. Well,
what do you think
Regal
of
Ancestor?
Yeah, the Regal Ancestor.
So they look cool. There doesn't seem to be much substance here besides being a cool undead deer creature. I like it more than the last guy on account of it being an animal and undead. Seems like it's pretty standard. I mean, it's not pissing on anyone, pissing acid. It's not chopping off legs. I'm gonna put him in like a B tier. Let's put him in B.
On to Rykard. This needs a lot of context because the zoomed in picture of this is very untelling. But what are your first thoughts from just seeing this picture?
Positive opinion so far. I like how weird and gross he is. There's like a lot of, he's giving mushroom vibes. He looks like a nasty sea mushroom man kind of guy. And there's like gross flesh vines in front of him. And he looks gross. He looks disgusting. I like it so far. That's the rest of him? He's a like worm penis man. There's a back of his head. Like we're looking at his face, but behind that is a snake head?
Behind that's a snake head. So the first...
Like Voldemort situation?
Yeah, it kind of is that. It actually is exactly that.
This guy's so much more interesting. I'm gonna put him in like S so far. I like this guy a lot. He's weird, he's gross, he's a snake man, he's got Voldemort on his head. Beyond based.
Okay, this next one, it just says DTS. It's just like a shortened thing, but it's
down
it's
to
like
suck.
Full... My friend only talks about penises on it.
My friend's been doing nothing but reading smut.
Let's look at Down to Suck.
Down to Suck looks sick. I like what I'm seeing so far. His horse has like shoes.
Yeah, he kind of does.
Like little feet. I like the gold. I like the nasty bone textures. And I like the horse's little front feet. They look like a pair of boots on a human. They're really cute. The guy is also interesting looking. I like that he has like no face. It's just like a gold cage on his head. And then, oh, there's like a little dragon or something on his helmet. This guy's like a furry. I like him. I'm going to move the deer because now that I've seen some cooler guys, the deer is going to go and like see behind the red orc guy. Calculating. Let's put him in B.
Astel, Naturalborn of the Void.
Ooh, gross. He looks like a character from one of my books. He looks gross. Oh, I love his weird, gross face. He's a skeleton man. Look at his weird arms. Well, I like him.
Okay. Why do you like him?
So I like that he's gross looking. I always like the ones that are fucked. I like this guy. He's like nasty. Look at his arms. They're bendy. They don't really make sense. They're like the way that they're shaped and stuff. It gives you this uncomfortable impression, and they're bony and skinny. I don't like his DNA tail. That looks nasty. Wish they would have made that like a nasty worm tail or something. I like that he's got a giant Megamind forehead. It was so big it broke and an eye fell out. That's sick. This guy's got a lot of character. Yeah! Can I move him later? Right now, I want to put him in high A tier above the other guy.
You'll put him in front of Godrick.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can move any of them at the end or in the middle. Doesn't matter. Next one is Fortissax, yeah.
Yeah, Fortissax.
Fortnite.
Fartsack. Ooh! Okay, so first of all, Fartsack looks like a lizard holding some forks. Does he scream?
He does scream a lot.
Does he cry?
Probably when he dies. Probably when he dies, like...
Little pussy boy, he's going in.
You cry when you die? What a bitch.
Little bitch boy Fartsack. I like this guy. I like that he's a lizard. How big is he? He doesn't look that big.
He is huge.
Okay, well that changes things. He looks small in this pic. He looks like he's...
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
He looks like he's like 3 feet tall.
Yeah, you can just kick him.
Let's put him in high B tier above the other guy. We got Maggot next.
Morgott.
Ooh. Oh, he looks like Maggot. Yeah, that should be his name.
He originally shows himself as Morgott. The first time that you see him, he has this like cane sword.
So he's elderly. So I'm going to say right off the bat, this guy looks like he smells. I don't like what I'm seeing. He looks like he's been living in a tent for several months and hasn't bothered bathing. He looks stinky. I don't like anything about this. Does he scream? Does he cry?
I don't think he ever cries. I don't think he ever screams.
He never cries.
I think at the
brave when
end,
he's dead.
At the end, when he's like on like his back and he's dying, he's talking to you and
he's monologuing during his death. That makes him move up.
He does monologue during his death and says, "You'll never be the Elden Lord."
Okay, that made him go way up. I was gonna put him in D tier. He's moving up. That is so based. We're gonna put him at high C tier. Fire Giant. Yeah, I fought some of these in RuneScape one time. I may have cried. I didn't like it. They're scary.
What do you think of him?
Oh, God.
What are you seeing?
Okay, well, it's like a giant face they transform tooled up and then put on a nasty looking body. And then his arms are 1,000 feet long. They can reach the ground. He's got a beard for pubes. Huh? I don't like this. Does he talk? He doesn't look like he says anything. He doesn't look like he has anything going on in his brain.
When you chop off his left leg, you see his left leg is like kind of like...
The one with the pubes on it?
Disgusting, and yeah, has his hair from his pubes wrapped around it.
His dreadlocks?
Yeah, you chop off his leg and he screams in agony.
I like an emotional character. I like someone who's not afraid to cry. I like how the lizard got judged for crying on his death. He lost points for that. And in this one, it's the opposite.
I love an emotional man.
I want to look at him less. I'm gonna put him in D tier. I don't care. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm saying it, man. He's going in D tier. He doesn't even have a name. He's just Fire Giant.
He is just Fire Giant, yeah.
Yeah, he's losing points, man. He's lucky he doesn't end up in E tier next to the...
Yeah. We don't need to talk about... Okay, on to the next one, which is Godskin Duo.
Ooh, Mike, it's us. I like them. They're nasty.
Wait a minute. Which one? It's
up to viewers' interpretation. Oh, I love them. They're so cute. I love the fat one. Look at him. He's got his little arms out.
He does have...
A little boring, despite me just gushing over how cute the fat one was. Oddly sexual looking people. I'm getting a lot of Geiger vibes, like Omega female anatomy here. I'm gonna put him in low B tier behind everyone else so far.
It's us.
It's us.
The next one is Maliketh.
Okay, you know what? kind of hot. I'm just saying. I've only seen him for about 5 seconds. I'm getting some vibes here that there's something about him that is attractive. I like this guy, good vibes. He looks like a wolf man. He looks like he's got a snout or something, and he's got a long face and teeth, and he's got pretty long hair, and he's all crouched over like a werewolf. I don't know how to break this down because I think he's hot. And he's the only person on this list that I feel that way about thus far. So that is making me biased. He's going in S tier under the snake guy. The snake guy can win for now. I might change that around later, but.
Next one is really just a man.
What the hell is this? It's just a guy. Kevin James ass standing there.
His name is Gideon. Gideon, the all-knowing.
I like his pose a lot. The Kevin James.
Okay, I will say right away, if you want someone who monologues, this guy monologues an egregious amount, like way too much, like the known person in this game of being the Yap Lord.
That's exciting, and he has to because he has nothing interesting about his looks, so he better make up for it by talking. He's got the staff of like Saruman the Wizard over there.
He does use magic. He's like a magic user.
Oh, he's like a little sorcerer guy?
Yeah, and you are basically the same size as him. If not, I think you might actually be bigger than him.
Oh my god, you're fighting You're fighting
Okay, it's not that bad. You are bigger than him.
You're fighting a tiny wizard man who monologues at you. You know what? This guy wins a lot of points for being weird. Does he monologue before? Does he monologue during his death? When does he doing the monologuing? Does he scream?
You walk into his arena. There is a big walkway and like a room in which you walk in. So you can't immediately attack him. You have to run up to him as he's monologuing to you.
That's so bitchy.
And if you get close to him, he's not attacking you. He still monologues through. It's probably like a good 2 to 3 paragraphs of just talking.
This guy's getting a lot of points. He may be the most boring person on this entire list looks-wise, but boy, his personality makes up for it. And look at his pose, just standing there like that. He's going in A tier, beneath the other. Oh god, I just squished his image. He's going right behind everyone else in A tier. I like him. I like that he monologues a lot. He's like the most normal looking guy.
This next guy, I feel like I have to show you 2 images, but this is Godfrey.
There's a lion in the back with arms. The lion is more interesting than the man. I want to see the lion. I don't like the man. I want to see the lion man. Okay, well, if I'm going to judge based off this image alone so far, like mid, I don't feel much, very boring. I want to see the lion man. He becomes a Tekken fighter. I like that version of it more, but I cannot describe my disappointment with him not becoming a lion man. So he's gonna go, he's not making it, man. He's going like C tier. I'm disappointed.
Let's move on to Placidusax.
Oh, it's a dragon thing. Okay, so this guy's covered in like weird fur. He's like a fuzzy dragon. I like that he's a dragon. That wins points. I like that he has multiple heads. That's weird. I like that he's like, he looks rotted. He looks like a nasty corpse. He looks like he's rotting currently. It looks like he's beginning the decomposition phase where your hair starts like falling off of your body. And that's cool. Weird penis neck guy. Wings too small.
Too small, no girth.
He's got no girth on this guy. He's all neck. Lost a head, L. I don't know if I want to put him in B tier. B tier is like where I start to think they're more interesting. I kind of want to put him in C again.
We're learning a lot about you right now, Kate, which is great. All right, let's go to the next one, which is Mohg.
Mohg. Ooh.
Mohg, Lord of Blood.
Ooh, I like him. He's weird and he's got so many horns coming out of his head.
He does.
Oh, they're going into his eye like the Jacob's sheep sometimes do. His drip is great. Look at this outfit. His like trident is sick. I approve of him. Mm-hmm. Does he scream? He doesn't look like a screamer.
When he says the knee heel, he does.
He's getting points for screaming a random catchphrase. He's just a random guy and he's got a catchphrase. He's going, I think I might put him in B tier behind the fat people.
You say the fat people. One is fat. The other one is not fat.
Yeah, one fat person with another person, they're both fat.
Both fat.
Call them both fat people.
Next one is Malenia.
Okay, it's a woman with a long sword. She has like nothing interesting going on from what I see so far. She looks like a normal Viking princess kind of thing. Is she a monologuer?
It's kind of weird. So a lot of these enemies, when you die, they will like kind of have a phrase that they say. After she kills you, she'll say,
I am Malenia, Blade of Mikola.
She basically just says that. She just says who she is and her title.
She's autistic. I like her.
She basically just says that. Kind of like a Pokemon.
She just says her name?
Pokemon catchphrase.
She just kills you. Pikachu.
I need to show you her second phase.
Oh my god, she's naked.
She is naked. She is naked, yeah.
She looks like a Renaissance painting woman in this form. She looks like she was taken from the Sistine Chapel or something. I like that she's got prosthetics and stuff. I like all of the things you've described about her. That put her much higher. I thought she was going to be mid, but maybe I'll put her behind the nasty, stinky, rotten king and see. Let's move on to Bad Dragon. Red Dragon.
Radahn.
Oh my god, it's like a man. They look like they would belong in the stars.
Interesting. So I want you to look at this guy, but then also bring up the one after this, which is Elden Beast, because that's his first phase. His second phase is Elden Beast.
Oh my god. I love it! Oh my god, look at its fat blob body. Oh my god, he's got like a weird long penis head. I love him! Oh, you can see his like nervous system. He's so blobby. He is just the blob. Look at his like round ass body. Well, this guy went up a lot. The original guy's like fine, but this like fat blob monster, you can see it inside his body, really cute. I'm gonna put him in A tier before Godrick or whatever that guy is.
Should we separate the two forms? Would you like Radahn to be in a different
I like
spot?
Radagast's fat form. I like the form when he's like the blob.
Where should we put just regular Radahn?
His like human form is
Yeah.
like D tier. I don't know. He's so uninspired. I mean, not uninspired art wise. Just I don't feel much from him. I like his burnt off arm. You can see the bone trying to connect to the elbow, and I like that. He is a little sad boy. Let's put him at the bottom of C tier.
Can do
But
that.
his blob form gets to be almost at the front of A.
Basically, this is the entire game, the entire main game of bosses before the DLC. Not every boss, but the ones that kind of like matter. What do you think of all of them?
I think there's a good variety. They all look different. They're all unique. They all had a lot of care and time and thought put into them. The art department's always really great in these games.
Okay, let's go with the DLC.
Let's start with Dancing Beast.
So yeah, let's start with Dancing Beast. What is your thought?
What am I looking at? Oh!
Okay,
Is this like, you remember in Mulan at the end when they're in the parade and there's that?
it is exactly that.
Look at the legs in the back underneath.
A big YouTuber, I think it was Zelly the Witch. She goes into like the code and kind of like looks under and takes off the appearance.
The armor.
And it's literally just two dudes who are naked.
Just two naked dudes. Just a bro and his homeboy.
It really is. Okay, yeah, this is like the model underneath, which is so funny.
Mike, it's us. Do you want to be the front or the back?
I think
I'll be the back. I like the one that's like.
I was gonna say you have more character. I think you'll be in the front.
I think I'll be the one in the back. So when I just saw him, I obviously the immediate thing I saw was his giant face with two mouths, and I really liked that. And he's smiling sick. And then I saw his leg down there to the left, and that made me wonder where'd that come from. So I looked to the right and see another leg. And then I started laughing. And that made him rise up in the list.
Yeah.
He's not quite S tier. He's like maybe at the front of A tier.
So now the next one, Rennala. Different from Rennala, the phallic headdressed person.
Not a lot to work with here. I see a woman knight, dual wielding sword, sick. Like a level 80 in Wrath. She got like Titan grip. So she's like dual wielding two-handed.
Okay, so she's a WoW player.
She probably tops the meters and knacks and brags about it. She gets like 90 parses and knacks and then tells her friends. I think she's just like mid. She's going at the bottom of C tier. I don't know. She has like no personality, man. She's just like a parse chasing Wrath of the Lich King knacks warrior like I was.
She's just me.
I'm talking about myself.
She's just me.
Yeah.
This is Gaius. Commander Gaius.
Oh, he's
a guy riding on
like an elephant.
A pig boar.
He looks like a boss you'd fight in like the first level. He looks like an entry level boss kind of guy.
Tutorial boss.
Yeah, he looks like a tutorial boss. You get him before you go to Lumbridge on RuneScape. I'm putting him in D tier.
Yeah.
Gaius, bye-bye. Let's look at Putrescent freaking Knight.
Yeah, the Putrescent Knight.
Oh my god, this guy's sick. Oh my god, look at his little sperm-ass head. He's got like no neck. It's like this wide, and he's got a giant ball at the end of it.
He is in this like pit of just goo.
This guy is sitting there just minding his business, being a slime king, and you come into his space and start a fight. You start beef with this guy. His head is doing so much work. His like tiny little neck and his giant fat head with his big rib cage is super charming. You know what? Let's put him at the back of S tier. I really like his vibes. Let's talk about Scadutree.
Yeah, the Scadutree.
Scadutree. Okay, Scadutree. Yeah, is definitely Scadutree.
Yeah, he kind of like does this like ray of sun and it explodes, and then he'll just like stay there for a second so you can wail on him. He has 3 separate.
He has to rest for 1 turn.
Yeah, he needs a little citrus shot.
Yeah, he needs to recharge. Oh, cute! Let's put him at the back of B tier. For Sunflower Knight. Enjoy editing this.
Next one, I have to send you a pic.
Oh my god.
Because he does have 2 phases also.
I love him. Look how skinny he is. He's like a skeleton man.
He most certainly
he looks like
is.
He's like praying. Like he looks like he's T-posing.
Yeah.
He's just on fire.
So like Frenzied Flame is about madness. And they want to watch the world burn is the idea.
Oh, he's like the Joker. So I like his energy. He's giving like alpha male energy. Let's put him at the back of A tier. I like that. I like his character. Just a Joker. He's going behind Gideon. Gideon should really go higher than that, but put him right behind the dancing beast.
Dancing beast? Okay.
Yeah, put him like 2nd place A tier.
Okay.
He's moving up at an alarming rate. He's going to be
gaining
at the top
points.
of S tier by the time we're done.
Serious. He really is my favorite.
I love him. I love Gideon. I got Gideon tattooed on my body.
His entire monologue. My whole body is an entire monologue. All right, the next one.
Meter, like DPS meters. Interesting. What the hell is that? It's like a gross, nasty hand. What is this? It's like a collection of organs. Who is this guy?
Matir, Mother of Fingers.
Oh, Mother of Fingers.
Those are all fingers.
Wow, well that's foul. Does DPS meter scream? What? Give me more information.
Once again, doesn't have a mouth. It's just a finger.
Well, finger this. I'm putting it in D tier. I hate it. I hate looking at it. Messmer?
Next one's Messmer. You got it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is like edgy anime boy dragon guy vibes. Looks like he's gonna recite some poetry at you and like listen to My Chemical Romance.
Hey, when I was a young boy.
And then that's his 2nd phase.
Oh, he's hot. Let's move him. Oh my god, he loses his eye?
He does lose his eye.
I'm attracted to this disgusting person. Yeah, this guy's got like he's got all the things. He's attractive just by being a guy. He takes out his eye.
I am attracted to guys.
I'm attracted to men. He's got long hair. He rips out his eye. That's so freaking sick. And then he's got fire and snakes and red. And he's just got like these skinny little bony legs and skinny little bony hands.
He is kind of a twink, yeah.
Okay, I don't know if I'd call him a twink.
Okay.
All right?
We'll cut it out.
Let's put him at the back of S tier. I like him. That guy's S tier quality. That's the entire package.
They cooked real hard.
They cooked when they made Messmer.
This next one is Romina.
Here's a woman boss.
Here's what I'm talking about.
Nasty centipede.
Nasty centipede, scorpion,
Cool.
scarlet.
Gross. So hairy.
Scarlet rot type of character.
Oh, she's like a fairy too. She's got wings in the back. I like her.
Romina Saint of the Bud.
The Bud? That's kind of gross. I don't like
Saint
that.
of the Bud.
Ew. Oh, like the Bud? You know what? I'm going to give her props. She's a nasty centipede, scorpion ass, stinger ass, fairy woman, gross.
A lot of people say that have you heard the phrase that they're serving?
Oh yeah.
People say she serves.
She's serving? Let's put her in A tier above the fire guy. We did it. We got a woman.
We got a woman today.
We got a woman up high on the list.
Not misogynist.
Not a misogynist.
All right, second to last one.
Boyle.
It says Bayle.
S tier.
S tier. Like him?
Yeah.
Why?
That's a hot guy right there. Okay, first of all, it's like a dragon. Second of all, look at the face. It's like skeletal almost with the teeth just like all right there and a big grin. And then he's got multiple horns. Big demonic eyes. He's fat. He's got his wing is like melted off or something over there. Just the aura he's giving is like very domineering, very like he's a Sigma male. Yeah, he's immaculate. He's going at the back of S.
He doesn't like talk or anything because like I don't think dragons really talk in this game.
That's okay. I didn't expect him to.
But there is an NPC named Egon, and if you summon him during
Elon.
I see Elon in the boss fight and he goes
Fuck that guy.
He'll be summoned and he won't start attacking. He starts monologuing. He starts like,
Curse you, Bayle!
Just saying a bunch of shit.
You summon his ex, curse him, just comes out, just screaming at him. That's so funny.
So the last one that we have here is Consort Radahn.
I like the hair in the background. It's pretty.
Yeah.
I don't feel much about this. It's like fine. He's less interesting than his normal part with the horse. He doesn't even have Theodore or whatever its name was. No dead horse corpse to animate and ride.
Nope. None of that.
Being married made him more boring. He's meh. I'm gonna put him in D tier, back in D tier.
What do you think? Anyone you want to change? At this point, Kate did a bunch of shuffling of characters, and her list looks something like this. I actually don't think it looks too bad, with only being able to look at a few pictures, me describing characteristics, and really just going off first impressions. It wasn't a terrible list. Just goes to show FromSoft, if you make a fucked up looking dude or a hot monster aligned boss, people will bite. I think you did a great job, Kate. I appreciate you for coming. Maybe someday you'll fight some of these bosses. You'll fight your book boyfriends. And in a match to the death.
Oh, that sounds great. That sounds really great. I've always wanted to beat my book boyfriends to death.
I love beating men
I love
up.
the idea of killing the ones I love. Thank you for the suggestion.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Kate. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Mike.
Yeah.
And most of all, thanks Gideon for just being a cool guy in a sea of weirdos.
I knew you'd come. To stand before the Elden Ring, to become Elden Lord. What a sad state of affairs. I commend your spirit, but alas, none shall take the throne.